America, say Chuck E. Cheese. Smile, America, say Chuck E. Cheese. Food and games and all kinds of creatures. For a taste of Pizza Time Theater. Smile, America, say Chuck E. Cheese. You can smile. Believe you're in outer space. Throw a party at Chuck E.'s place.
Good Ol Onalaska, also known as LaCrosse. This location has some pretty interesting history, with also making the location smaller. Let's get into this video.
It's made for sharing, share the fun at Showbiz Pizza Place. We've got singing fun at Showbiz, eating fun at Showbiz, electronic fun at Showbiz, Showbiz Pizza Place. We've got big kids fun at Showbiz, little kids fun at Showbiz, family fun at Showbiz, Showbiz Pizza Place. Share the fun, come on and share the fun at Showbiz Pizza Place.
The Showbiz Pizza Place in LaCrosse, Wisconsin opened up on December 15th, 1982. And we have quite a few photos from this time, so let's check them out. But we don't have any pictures of the exterior, sadly. I'm not sure if this was confirmed LaCrosse's, but I'm pretty sure it is. Not sure of the year, but that's the only picture that I have of the exterior. Here is center stage in 1983, in February, just a few months after they opened. We do not see Rolf or Earl or Billy Bob here, but they seem to be performing very well here, and we will see Billy Bob in the next picture. This picture is pretty popular around the community, and this was actually at LaCrosse. Neat! This one was taken in December of 1983 in front of Fats and Beach Bear. Not much of this one, but still a good picture. This one was taken in 1987. We have a clown for some reason, and the rocket fire explosion performing. They look good again. Now, it is unknown if they got Uncle Clunk or Santa Claus. It's also unknown if they got the Showbiz Pizza Campground upgrade to replace Smitty's Super Service Station, as no videos or photos exist from this time. Now, before we finish the history of the LaCrosse Showbiz, it's time to go over the Showbiz Pizza Place history as a whole. The first Showbiz Pizza Place opened up on March 3rd, 1980 in Kansas City, Missouri, in the Antioch Shopping Center. Robert Brock was a former Chuck E. Cheese franchisee, but then decided to leave the company and team up with Aaron Fecter to create his own pizza place with more advanced entertainment. Then, in 1984, things weren't going too well for Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater. And then in 1984, Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater filed for bankruptcy. And then who bought them out? Well, it was the one and only Showbiz Pizza Place. They remained separate restaurants for a while, but then eventually teamed up. LaCrosse's Showbiz stayed the same for 9 years until 1991, where things would turn for the worse for Showbiz and LaCrosse.
When you feel grumpy, frumpy, down and dumpy, icky, creepy, crabby, weepy, yucky, mad, or just plain sad, then you need Chuck E. Cheese. Then you feel happy, giggly, glad and wiggly, wacky, bumptious, silly, scrumptious, funny, giddy, zany, witty, sassy, crazy, upsy daisy, all at Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese, where a kid can be a kid.
Before I go over Chuck E. Cheese's history in LaCrosse, it's time to go over Chuck E. Cheese's history as a whole. The first Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater opened up on May 17, 1977 in San Jose, California. Their founder was also the co-founder of Atari. Nolan Bushnell wanted a restaurant that kids could go enjoy pizza, play arcade, and watch shows. Now, we already talked about them going bankrupt in the Showbiz era, so now it's time to skip ahead to 1990. And then in 1990, Chuck E. Cheese wanted the rights to the rocket fire explosion because they wanted to rebrand all the Showbiz Pizza Place restaurants to Chuck E. Cheese's. Aaron Fecter, being the creator of the rocket fire explosion, said no. Then in 1991, since Aaron Fecter said no to the rights to the rocket fire explosion, Chuck E. Cheese decided to take matters into their own hands. In 1991, Chuck E. Cheese decided to do something that'll make any Showbiz fan cry. Concept unification. Concept unification was to strip down the rocket fire to bare minimum and replace it with Chuck E. Cheese characters. Earl Smurl was completely dished as well as Billy Bob. Billy Bob was used for spare parts. They also had to strip down any posters or anything that had the rocket fire characters' names on them or pictures had to be replaced with Chuck E. Cheese characters or names. Sometime in 1991, LaCrosse got concept unification to turn their stage into Munch's Make-Believe Band. Now, there are absolutely no pictures or videos of LaCrosse during this time, but I can show you what they would have had. They more than likely would have had all these checkers around the whole game room, as well as the oil paintings in the showroom, and the outside would have looked something like this, but just on the LaCrosse building, but this would have been the sign. They also more than likely upgraded to the tuxedo truck upgrade walk around, but it's not confirmed. But little did the people of LaCrosse know, more changes were underway.
Chuck E. had a vision. And now they're making your old Chuck E. Cheeses even better than before, with more tubes than ever before. More magnificent games. An ocean of prizes. And tubes, glorious tubes, spanning his great world. And when it was finally complete, they had lunch. Check out the cooler, crazier Chuck E. Cheeses, when a kid can be a kid in a whole new way.
Chuck E. Cheese, please.
Phase 3. Probably my favorite remodel Chuck E. Cheese has ever done. We only have pictures of the inside of LaCrosse during Phase 3, and it's not many, but let's take a look at what we do have. The first image we have is a group photo in front of Chucky. Not much, but it's a picture of Phase 3. This one was also taken in 2004. It's a group photo in front of the center stage, and it looks like Jasper still has his Beach Bear guitar. Neat. Yet another 2004 one. It's a group photo in front of center stage again, with Jasper jamming out this time. This one's 2003. Looks like we got a kid in front of Mr. Munch's poster. This one was also taken in 2003 with Chuck E. Cheese performing, but he needed to put on some shorts. I'm not sure of the year on this one, but this one was a prize sign that was also there in the Phase 4 remodel. And we can see LaCrosse with showroom walls here. That is very cool. And yeah, that was pretty much it for the Phase 3 remodel. It was a minor remodel, but little did they know, more changes were underway.
Cool place, cool fun, cool laugh, cool child. Cool friends, cool fights, cool laugh, cool child. Check it out, there's just one rule. At Chuck E. Cheese's, just have fun. Be cool, cool munch, cool laugh, cool child. The real cool place to be a kid.
We don't have many pictures of the Phase 4 remodel, but we have a few, so let's check them out. Now, from what I've heard, during the Phase 4 remodel, they actually moved to their 3 stage. Not sure on how true that is, but that's just a rumor going around. So first, the outside, and wow, I must say, it looks very good. It looks like Chuck E. Cheese was the whole building to the left end, right, which is now Play It Again Sports and Dick's Sporting Goods. But it might just be that middle part, not sure. But from what I've heard, it's those two buildings as well. Now, we also have no pictures of the stage during this time, but we have like 1 or 2 of the insides. Let's check those out. We actually have 8 photos, not 1 or 2. This one was taken in 2013 with Chuck E. Cheese performing, and it had his cool Chuck hat on. Neat. This one is 2011, and they seem to be doing very good here. And Jasper still has his Beach Bear guitar. I have no idea when that got removed, but it's still a neat feature. This one was taken in 2009, and if you look very carefully, you can see they still had the Pizza Time Theater photo ride. That is very neat. I'm actually not sure of the year on this one, but this one is the birthday show, and we see the Avenger walk around. This is very cool. And I know that we already saw the exterior, but wow, it looks very good in the dark. And yeah, that was pretty much it for the Phase 4 remodel. Phase 4 was also when they got rid of the showroom walls. But little did they know, more changes were underway.
Say this is gonna be an awesome day. Run and jump and play and play, play, play. Say rock this place in the name of fun. Don't just play, win, you won. Yeah. Find a favorite, it's just your size. You can even pick your own prize. Everybody say cheese is funner. Everybody say cheese is funner. can be a kid.
Okay, so I'm not sure what year the movie theater next to Chuck E. Cheese closed, but in 2014, Dick's Sporting Goods was moving into Valley View Mall, which also meant that Chuck E. Cheese was going to get smaller because they were going to rebuild the whole mall. Now, they never really got Phase 5, they just got the exterior, but they had to make Chuck E. Cheese small because they were putting a store next to it that was Chuck E. Cheese and Dick's Sporting Goods next to it that was also a part of Chuck E. Cheese. And yeah, the store pretty much stayed the same except for a new exterior logo and the store being smaller. But in October of 2020, something happened at LaCrosse that changed LaCrosse forever.
LaCrosse police are investigating a shooting outside of Chuck E. Cheese in LaCrosse near Valley View Mall. It happened just after 8 last night. According to Tri-State Ambulance, the person was shot in a parking lot and was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. This morning, LaCrosse police officials say the victim is in stable condition. Police say they believe it was an isolated incident between two people who knew each other, and there is no immediate danger to the public. No one is in custody as police continue to investigate, but they say they are getting very little cooperation from several of the involved individuals. Anyone with information is asked to contact LaCrosse Police at 608-789-7240, and we will have updates on this story as they become available.
Yeah, that's just crazy. The shooting happened on October 7th of 2020, and I was there on October 8th of 2020. The manager was working on October 7th, and I was there on October 8th. And I asked the lady if she saw what happened, and she said, well, yeah, the guy crawled into Chuck E. Cheese, barely was able to open the door, and crawled all the way to the prize counter. And there was blood all the way to the prize counter. That's not something I want to talk about on here, so let's just keep going with the history video. So anyway, sometime between August of 2019 and June of 2020, Mr. Munch lost his teeth at LaCrosse. Kind of crazy, but just thought I'd point that out. And yeah, the stage pretty much stayed the same from 2003 up to 2021 when LaCrosseCon 2021 was held. And we added some new additions to the stage. One of the additions was Chuck regained his hat. It was a custom hat, but he still regained his hat. Mr. Munch regained his teeth. And I thought I'd add, Chucky's hat only stayed on for a few hours during LaCrosseCon, but we still got pictures and videos. And the one and only Billy Bob came back to his store for the first time in 30 years. And yeah, LaCrosse stayed the same until June of 2022, where something happened that would change LaCrosse forever.
Grow up? No thanks! At Chuck E. Cheese, you can get your game face on! Play all the games! Beat Dad's high score! Do your happy dance! And play your heart out! Because that's what being a kid is all about! Chuck E. Cheese, where a kid can be a kid! Right now, play 30 bonus minutes free with purchase of 60 minutes or more.
Starting in June of 2022, the news came that nobody wanted to hear. Chuck E. Cheese in LaCrosse, Wisconsin was starting their 2.0 remodel. 2.0 is where Chuck E. Cheese will take down their stage and replace it with a big video wall. In mid-June of 2022, I had some friends go down to LaCrosse for me since I couldn't make it, and the pictures they sent me were devastating. The posters smashed in the dumpster, the dance floor installed, and Pasquale was missing his cosmetics, just for all the kids to see. And then they went a few days later, and this is what we saw. They had started to paint the exterior green, and we also saw the stage was gone. Tarp over the stage. We just saw the bare minimum and the blue wall of the rocket fire. This was so devastating to see, and I couldn't make it that day either. Now, one thing was saved that I can reveal was a poster. And I know the fate of the bots, but I'm not going to reveal that here. I also know where some of the parts went from the stage, but I'm also not going to reveal that here. Maybe in a later video, but probably not. And in September of 2022, I actually attended the grand reopening. The remodel was done. But let's just say their grand reopening did not go the way as planned.
Nice job, everybody! 10 seconds left! Everyone count down with us! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Alright, 1. Okay, guys, we're gonna shout
Well, that was something. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this history video. And as of March 2024, LaCrosse is still open. If you guys want to go visit the location, you guys can. Although, not sure why you would. It's 2.0. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.